Mother, father, sister, and brother.
Oh, I like that.
Say, you're pretty off tune there.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
One, it's mama, papa, not mother, father. Like,
Guaranteed
oh
British,
my god. Oops, man, my glasses.
Okay, guys. Welcome to the Pynn Chronicles, Chapter 4. Chapter 4, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yep. So, last time we did a kind of an all Power Rangers Matt-centric episode. Today, we are doing what looks to be probably the final one in this apartment right here. We will, next time you see all of us together, it's probably going to be in August.
Yeah.
Doing...
Bah!
and doing like some out and abouts and stuff like that when you guys actually get to go up and see the place that I got. And hopefully it's a nice place. I'm not going to get there. It's not going to be like Zoolander thing where it's just going to be like a little tiny house. Gonna get there. There's a
house
model.
for ants.
That's
Be at least 3 times as big.
I love
Love
that
that.
movie.
Oh, I love that too.
That is so cool.
That's
Do you know that him actually calls me?
That's like accurate.
No, it is not accurate.
Him calls you Yuri on Ice?
No, Zoolander.
Zoolander.
What is wrong with your
Oh.
ears tonight?
I don't.
What the heck was that?
I got one of my ears singed today, but the water got stuck, and I have to do it again after stuff because I screwed it up.
So we are here today. We're going to be talking about a bunch of stuff. You got something to show?
I do. I got 2 things.
Some cool things that I got from.
Somebody wants.
And
Stop!
Sorry.
we're going to be talking about E3, giving our kind of predictions on that.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it.
I also got something
This is not a-
in the
Is it?
No.
game system.
Predictions.
Let's watch predictions.
Okay. I didn't hear the predictions part. Never mind.
Dude, we would have been talking about that all day.
Take 2.
Hello. No. So anyway, we're also going to be talking about Vinegar Syndrome sale. We'll look at the pages on that. I'll give you my views on that. And I love Vinegar Syndrome. It's one of my favorite companies. It's my favorite company of all time, I think.
Okay.
They did Nightmare Weekend,
Wait,
guys.
what's your
Oh, wow.
Vinegar Syndrome?
Vinegar Syndrome. Do you know what Vinegar Syndrome means?
You got vinegar and it's an issue? You know where it came from?
It's like
It's
like
an issue.
vinegar is an issue. We'll get into that afterwards too. But you can know what Vinegar Syndrome. If you probably know what I mean. It's a film term. Anyway, we're gonna come right back in a second, and we're gonna be talking about first. I guess we're gonna do some gaming stuff before we get into the Vinegar Syndrome stuff. But I think Matt's gonna show off his thing.
Yeah.
Use a reach around.
What you got? Okay, now we have younger viewers.
Professor After Dark.
All right,
Grapes.
we'll be right back
Bees?
after this.
Word.
Yeah.
Yo.
Ooh.
Righteous. Hey there.
Okay.
And welcome back. Welcome
You
back.
just got quiet at the beginning. I was like, "Do you want me to do that?"
You're totally going to do this. This is your collector's corner. So
Yeah.
basically, Matt, you picked up some stuff.
I did.
And
I did. I've been waiting for them to come in for a little bit. I briefly mentioned them
So
on the previous thing.
bring it up close.
So this is the morpher from the newest Sentai in Japan, and I have it. Here it is.
So bring it up close. Let's get a really good look at it.
Really good look
So
at
like put out just turn it a bit so we can actually see.
See it like this. See, here it is.
Okay. Now
Here's this.
so
This
what's
you can
that?
see.
kind of globe thing you put in there.
Yeah, you can put this in here. Basically, I go like. I accidentally activated one of the things.
You want to see the colors? You can see the.
Now, what I'm going to do, like, there's a couple different ones for this, so that's one thing.
Show the color. Oh, you didn't show colors. No, it's kind of red.
It was...
I went green for a minute.
Yeah, it was green. It's hard to do that well, also. That's the docking, which is, it's where two guys... No,
So you said this from the latest Sentai. What's the name of the Sentai? You didn't say that.
Uchu Sentai Q Ranger. Now...
Star change.
Oh, blue.
Yeah.
Oh, different color.
You may have heard at the very end there say Shishi, which is this is what this is, Shishi Red. Let's see which one.
So how do you like the new Sentai, by the way?
Oh, I love the new Sentai. I think it's really great. The designs are great. It's probably one of my favorite morphers.
So this is plastic, right? This is one of the plastic ones. This is not like the legacy, like kind of metal ones. But it does look to be solid, though.
It is very solid.
Is it heavier, or is it like a lighter? Like if a kid had it, it wouldn't go like, ah, their arm would fall off.
God damn it, I can't get exactly with the one that I wanted to do.
It's huge.
No, it's decently heavy, but like...
Magic.
That was a rip your arm off. So let's use it.
Yes, say the go. That's to summon the Zord.
So it almost looks like a, kind of like a gun.
Well, it is. See if I do this.
Then you shoot it in the face.
Yeah, I do.
Wow, those are Power Rangers.
It's like, you can put it on and see if...
So you put on like this?
Yeah.
So?
Bit heavy.
Yeah, it's got a nice girth. It's not too heavy. Like, yo!
Oh, I gotta get more of the Qtamas, which are the globes.
I was like, I just thought like, had the kind of the power glove feel. Now you're playing with power!
Yeah. I love, I do like this thing a lot. That's saying
Sage attacked me. Who's this Sage guy that keeps attacking me?
Saying say.
Okay, let's see the next one. Before I have to take the batteries out of the thing. Okay.
So
Let's
this
see
next
what
one
else you
doesn't
got.
have an off switch.
So the next one that you have is this is from the same series or a different series?
No, it's a very different
Be
series.
very
This is from Kamen Rider, actually, an
Oh,
older
I love-
Kamen Rider series.
Kamen Rider in North America was known on Fox TV like for one season as a show called Masked Rider. It didn't last long, but it was a pretty cool show. And Kamen Rider has actually been going on for a long time. How many Kamen Riders has there been at this point? Do you know?
I don't know offhand right now. Like, there's been a lot. It's over 20. I know that much. So if you know, shut up.
Kamen Rider rides a motorcycle. He has like kind of like this insectoid type look to his helmet.
So,
Stuff like that usually.
if you know what this series is, it's Kamen Rider Double. Here's the thing. It's hard to do this while it's still like up
So
there.
is this like this is a belt then, right?
Yes.
Okay.
This is how we change it. It's hard to do it like up because I've got to hold two things.
You want to
at
hold
once.
on to it?
So yeah, bring it up a bit. So here we go. Nipple change.
Oh, that's cool. They got an air guitar in here.
So it's really cool. The two colors are coming down here.
And does that insectoid type look to it? Same as like a lot of Kamen Rider does.
It does, and it's got like. So there's a Cyclone Joker, which is actually the two main ones that.
So there's more.
Double use. Oh yeah, there's a couple more in here. Let's see. Do them in pairs.
So, Wes, you gonna...
Heat trigger.
That's the Cheetos one.
It
So-
was you.
What?
I was wondering who took the bag that the Monopoly was in.
It was me.
I thought it was Dad.
Me?
Yeah. gonna jam, but then it stopped. Not long enough to jam.
Now this one, it actually came with 2 I didn't know I was gonna get.
So what's this? What's the last one we're doing here? What's this one called?
Well, this thing's a part of it technically. But I've got 2 that aren't used on the show but are awesome, which are Double.
So let's just bring that up close, because you can actually see the characters on these.
Yeah,
So
that's
that's-
what Double looks like himself there.
Okay, and let's who's the other character?
And this one is I don't remember how this is pronounced
Ooh.
because I don't watch too much Kamen Rider. I mostly
So-
watch Double.
Ooh.
I actually really like Kamen Rider when I was younger, and something that I was kind of hoping you'd get into, actually.
I'm into it now. Now these ones don't light up originally like the other ones do, but when you do this,
Now we almost fight.
now all of these have like buttons on them, which has bothered me because these are at work all day. So whenever I tap them gently,
Yeah, and a call. You get into like a serious call. That works like.
well, while I was in the middle of a call at the end of the day, like I heard Joker. Now all of these do that, by the way. So if I bring up
So
Joker, if
So
I
there's
bring
one
up
other thing. Okay,
Trigger. Now there's one other thing here that came with it, and this is the maximum driver.
So let's just bring that up there and show it close.
Now it
Because
looks
that's
like
a-
something that doesn't do anything. It looks like a weird just plastic piece, right?
Yeah, it has a nice sculpt to it, though. I kind of like the detail on it.
It does. It does, and it's got like a little clip.
It's
But
like
what
a-
it does...
So is it,
It makes it do different sounds. And also maximum drives it, so...
what do you think, Wes? You make cooler ties over in the Asian countries than you here. Joker! Alright, so what's your favorite one? So do you like, if you had to choose, like, which one of these 2 pieces do you like the best?
Definitely probably the Henshin belt. Which, like, as much as I love the new show, and Sentai's in general, like, this is the first Kamen Rider I got into. I love Gaia memories. They're, like, amazing. And, like, I don't know, like, just...
Alright.
There's just something, like, so cool about it.
So you watch Kamen Rider now, right?
Yeah.
If you were to tell somebody where they should start watching Kamen Rider, where do you think they should start?
Double? It's the one that I'm holding right now.
That's
love
Is that
Double.
the latest one?
No, it's not the latest one. It's a couple years back, 2005, I think. This is an older toy.
12 years ago.
That's an older toy. That's pretty cool.
I think it's 2005. Yeah, 12 years ago. This is a 12-year-old toy. I got in box.
Oh, sick, nasty.
Yeah. I don't know
Is
how
that
I got it for...
expensive?
No. That's the funny thing. This thing's usually like $200 or $300. I got it for like maybe like 70, I think.
That's actually pretty pricey. Yeah, I got it stock.
Like for...
Did all those
No,
things
you-
come with it?
Oh, all these things came with it. It was all in one pack. Hell, I didn't even know these 2 were coming, or the maximum driver. Who's Debu? I didn't know any of those things were
So
coming
let's
with
just bring that. I'm gonna bring that up here and just
Yeah,
actually
there's a
show
lot
it
of
little
good
bit more.
detail on it.
So this one does have some really cool detail. I do like the way that this is done here.
Very shiny, too.
So,
Dad still doesn't know what the camera is.
hello.
I gotta show them the ooh one. It's the camera's over here, I think.
It's got the
The
belt.
camera's just right over here.
If you look in the back, you can see like detail in the back here.
There's so much detail. It won't fit around me. It might fit around Wes. I don't know.
But that's pretty cool. That's a cool start for a video.
It is.
So we're gonna come back. We're gonna talk about. We got some other stuff to talk about. What we're gonna do next? We're gonna do the game stuff or the Vinegar Syndrome stuff next.
That's I don't know.
What do you think, Wes?
That's
That's not an answer. That's shaking your head.
We're
This
actually,
is my answer.
we're actually never going to come back.
Okay, we're going to go we'll do the Vinegar Syndrome stuff next, and then we'll get into the game stuff to kind of round it out a bit. We'll be right back. We're going to talk about Vinegar Syndrome stuff. We're going to have it up on the screen. And you guys have seen some of the movies that we're going to be looking at. So I'll be right back.
Do your part, Father.
Do my part?
Yes.
All right. So here we are today to talk about the Vinegar Syndrome sale. That's the first thing we're going to talk about today. And if you haven't seen in the background, they have the 2 new limited editions. Vinegar Syndrome always have limited editions on their sales, on both their halfway to Black Friday and their Black Friday sales. This is their halfway to Black Friday sale. One of their biggest sales of the year, and apparently this is supposedly one of the greatest that they did. So there are 2 limited editions out there now. There's Sweet Sugar, which is kind of a, if I remember correctly, it's sort of like a Women's Prison style film. I think it's Phyllis Davis, but it's been a long time. Red Mob was a kind of an action movie done in the 90s. It's got kind of that 80s kind of like cheesy fast action feel. That both movies that I normally would pick up in a heartbeat, and I'm worried that those are going to go to print before I get a chance to get them. I really want those. Now, something that I really, really am interested in is the Spring 2017 catalog of film. Yeah, for the very first time ever, Vinegar Syndrome is actually doing a catalog to showcase all their films. Now, normally that's a normal thing to do, but what they did with this was made it extra cool and extra special. All 150 of the Vinegar Syndrome titles that are listed in the catalog there's 3 DVDs with this catalog. So you're going to get trailers for every one of those movies included. That's really cool. I want that alone. Just that. Anybody wants to send me that? Feel free. I'll gladly take it. They're actually doing a poster art for like a screen print poster, 18 by 24. It's fantastic artwork. Go to the website and check it out. The T-shirts there's a tote bag. The July package for Vinegar Syndrome doesn't have much horror, but it does have some other stuff. It's got My Chauffeur, which is a favorite of mine with Deborah Foreman in it. There's Matinee Idol, and then there's 2 Peakoramas. Peakoramas deal with more the adult cinema nature. So, and if you're not into the adult stuff, you can buy My Chauffeur and Matinee Idol on their own. Kind of just the Blu-ray package part of it. Because it comes with like the July package, which is going to have Blu-rays and DVDs of their new stuff. And it comes with the July package, which is just their Blu-ray stuff. And that kind of coincides with the halfway package sale exclusive. So the way this works is that they break it down. So you go by your location. Like for me, for instance, I'm in Canada. Now, then you choose your package site. So let's just say I want to go with Blu-ray only. So Blu-ray only means for basically the next 6 months, for $390, I would receive every Blu-ray that Vinegar Syndrome has coming out. Limited editions, the ones that are included in this month's sale, it's for only $390. Now, if I'm a completionist, then it's going to cost me $510. But that's going to give me every Blu-ray and DVD that they have coming out. Limited editions, the works. So if it's a limited edition one, I'd get that as well. Now, I have not yet been situated at a time that I have disposable income of that much to do this, but one of these days, it's a dream of mine to actually get the Vinegar Syndrome, hopefully the completionist, but if not, at least the Blu-ray package for 6 months. That's a Christmas idea. Now, the recent upcoming stuff for the June package is Nurse Sherry and A Touch of Genie. So those ones you can look and do a bit on your own. I do remember kind of like having fun with Nurse Sherry. That sounds wrong. It's an Al Adamson film, so you know Al Adamson going in. He made a lot of really bad and cheesy movies. Dracula vs. Frankenstein, for instance. You're going to get a lot of like the kind of like horror and like cheesy stuff, and you're going to get some adult stuff on here as well. So do a little bit of research if you're going, especially if something like adult cinema is something that's you're going to find offensive, or just something that you're not into. Now that being said, I do find a lot of the more adult films that they do put on Vinegar Syndrome actually are, some of them especially have like kind of quality acting and story to them. They're not like you'd see today. They're not like a compilation tape or anything like that. They actually have stories, and a lot of them you could actually take the adult portions out of them and make at least a kind of a decent little film out of it. The Hearse is still there, limited edition, beautiful slipcase on that one, guys. Malibu High Looks like kind of a teen sex comedy, but not so much. I mean, like it's almost got a neo noir aspect to it if you actually look into the film itself. Psycho Cop Returns is one that's heavy on my list, as is Double Exposure. But the limited editions of both of those are still out and still available. And I do recommend them. Just going to go through these fairly fast here so we can just go on after that. Witch Trap is another one that I definitely want to get. China Girl and Babyface. I like Alex De Lorenzo. Now, Alex De Lorenzo does some more kind of like the adult stuff, so have to know this. The Slaughterhouse that they put out is really, really good. And although I do own the 88 Films edition of Slaughterhouse, I would get this one as well. I do not mind owning a couple editions of that. I won't get into much of the Peakoramas. You guys can look into those yourself if you're interested into the more adult type of cinema. I did get Blood Mania and Pun of Terror. It was the last thing that I picked up from them. It was a limited edition double feature. It's still available there in $17.49. I got to say, I do recommend that. Don't Answer the Phone is another one that I look into. The Taboo movies, they are adult films, but I think they have some quality stuff behind them. As is like Beyond Shame is one that stars an adult actress named Sika, who in her day was pretty much touted kind of like as the Marilyn Monroe of the adult film world. Jack Frost is a limited edition that if you didn't pick it up yet, I really do recommend it. You can buy the regular edition for $14.99, but the limited edition slipcase cover with the lenticular, that's awesome sauce. The Undertaker, Joe Smell's last film, highly recommend. Like last time, All Sins of Sodom, which is a Joe Sarno film, actually sold out before I could get it. That's how quick some of these limited editions go. So you really have to know that when you're going into this stuff here. These really are collector films. Death Machines is hilarious. Taboo 2 and 3 went together. Hobgoblins, I think it's a lot of fun. Death Row Game Show is highly underrated. It's just a fun film. Nightmare Sisters is cheesy, funny Linnea Quigley stuff, and I do like Linnea Quigley. I think Brink Stevens is in that one as well, and I think Michelle Bauer as well. I watched Murder, Weapons, and Deadly Embrace. I'm not going to lie to you; they are not good movies, but they are. One of them actually is so painful that watching it. Remember Deadly Weapons?
Vaguely.
That's the one where the two girls get out of prison. And they're going to have a party, and they're having all their exes over. And somebody is killing people?
Not really. I don't know if we've ever actually seen that, Father.
Well, it's pretty painful. We got to watch when they said if you haven't seen it. The Storefront Theater Collection is ones that I've really, really wanted. They're usually like 3 discs, and if you watch a lot of Cinema Snob, you're going to see a lot of the Storefront like films on there. They're really cheesy stuff. Usually softcore, and just like some of these are themed. Count Dracula's Great Love is one that I highly recommend. It is a really good Paul Naschy film. He's kind of a shorter Dracula, but he definitely does the job well. Horror House on Highway 5 and Hellbent are both down to under 100 copies each. So if you're going to pick this up and you want to pick this up, I suggest this is the sale and this is the time to do it. They're at $14.99. That's a great price for both of those movies. Guys, you remember Horror House on Highway 5? Richard Nixon Mask.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that one. You're right.
Weird.
But it was a fun watch. It's totally out there. Anything with Rudy Ray Moore, I definitely do recommend. Disco Godfather, Dolomite, P.D. Wheatstraw, the whole works. Rudy Ray Moore is some awesome stuff. Taboo, if you like the adult stuff, that is one of the classics, Kay Parker. Evils of the Night, Matt. Evils of the Night.
Which was that one again? Oh. That's a piece of shit.
You like that movie. You're just sad that the character that you liked in the movie got killed, and he's like, no.
Stupid garbage movie.
P.D. Wheatstraw is awesome. The Candy Tangerine Man with the Lady Coco is a great double feature that I do need to pick up. Sex in the Comics is kind of an adult film, but it's not real. I mean, like, there's adult scenes in it, but I would never call it like an adult film, as in like you see now. Like the adult films back then were. A lot of them were especially tame to what you'd see nowadays. Human Tornado, Psychic Killer, I need both of those, and great stuff. Dolomite, I do have watched that one 3 or 4 times already. I really love that. My better half loves blaxploitation films, and that's definitely one of the kings of that. Storefront Theater Collection number 3. I like to have both of those because I want to do reviews on those. Pigs, I have the old Troma DVD edition of that, and I would really love to upgrade that. Blue Ice, it's one I don't remember that well, so I can't tell you on that one or not. But what I can say is that although the title may turn some people off, the movie Sex World actually is a pretty well acted and pretty well put together film. There's an adult version of it, and if you buy the DVD of it, I think you can get the softcore version without the adult scenes in it as well, as kind of like as a bonus. So you might want to check on that. The Bees is one that was a lot of fun. I really like that movie. Luther the Geek is not for everybody, but Luther the Geek is one that I like. Pretty Peaches trilogy is another one that I found kind of a fun film, but again, it's more on the adult side. Same with Corruption. Corruption is an adult film, but it has some pretty cool stuff in it. There's a lot of these driving collections that I can recommend. Executioner Part 2, Frozen Scream, definitely is one that would be high on my list. Frightmare and Demonide, fun films, but one of my favorites, and I talk about this one a lot, is Nightmare Weekend. Don't I talk about this one a lot?
You do.
Every time, for me, Nightmare Weekend epitomizes everything Vinegar Syndrome. It has everything that you want. It's got crazy, it's got a crazy story, some inexplicable stuff, some stuff that just great WTF moments, quality nudity as well, and like the things that you expect in an exploitation film. And if you don't have Nightmare Weekend, add it to your collection. It's only $13.99. It's time to get it. Now this time around, they couldn't do like the total free shipping here in Canada, but they gave a $10 blanket shipping fee, which I think is actually pretty reasonable. There is a Picorama one here. That was out of print. Damn it, that was the one of the Blu-ray ones. Now they still have copies of the Cutthroats left. I did enjoy the Cutthroats. It was a sexploitation type film, but it was done by the same guy, The Grave of the Vampire. Like Michael Pataki actually has a part at the beginning of the film. So I gotta say, I did find that one kind of fun. Crypt of the Living Dead is out of print on Blu-ray, but there's still the DVD edition that you can pick up, the double feature. We have Madman. If you don't have Madman, you really, that one belongs in your collection. Super Soul Brother got a horrible cover, but it is, just watch the trailer. That one will make you want to get it. The Mothers, I definitely want to pick up down the road. I like these kind of these cheesy action films. Don't Go in the Woods Alone. Again, a favorite fun of mine, because what's the most dangerous thing against a killer? Do you remember?
Pointy stick.
Pointy stick, yes. Be aware of the pointy sticks. So there's some pretty cool stuff. The Ribble Tales of Canterbury. Again, it's another adult film, but it's a pretty good one. It's I think it's Apache Lee in that one there. Christmas Evil is actually a quality film. If you haven't seen it, you really should. It's like the most twisted Christmas film that you're ever going to see, but it's also a really, good one. Dracula Sucks as both the softcore and the hardcore edition of it on the film. They are different, actually, and I'm glad that one is in my collection finally. Jamie Gillis is a damn good actor for a lot of this stuff, and he rises above a lot of the material that he had. Raw Force, you just got to see that one to believe it. Graduation Day has Lenny Quigley, has Vanna White, and as you can see, if you've been watching the Mystery Science Theater stuff, in the drive-in collection, you got a double feature, which is In Search of Bigfoot, which is kind of like a documentary, and the infamous Cry Wilderness, which is one of the best, if not the best, episodes of the new Mystery Science Theater that we watched. Sugar Cookies is really high on my list of ones to get. I'm a really big fan of Lynn Lowry, so anything that she's in, I definitely want. As you get down here Friday, you're going to see a lot more stuff. Lust for Freedom, I'd love to have. There's some great driving classic collection. Out of all the Picorama ones, I think The Abduction of American Playgirl and Winter Heat, like, they're definitely some of the harder watch ones, just like for the normal. But I did enjoy them. Fanny Hill and the Phantom Gunslingers, a Russ Meyer double feature that was put out. We got The Candidate, which is actually more of a serious film. Night Train to Terror always is one of my favorites to watch, and I've watched it one so many times. Death Force and Vampire Hookers is pretty cool as well. For a more serious, more dramatic film, The Good Luck Mrs. Wyckoff is there, and it's not for everybody, but it does deal with like racial tensions and a lot of different issues on there. Massage Parlor Murders is a great snapshot to a certain area and certain time frame of New York City. I do recommend the Lost Films of Herschel Gordon Lewis. I do have to pick that one up myself, but I still don't have the box set, the big box set that I do want. Now on the pretty much the last page, I'd like to see how we really want to talk about is the VS Essentials. So if you haven't gotten any Vinegar Syndrome yet, here's the place to start, because you can grab a whole collection of Vinegar Syndrome and put into genres for anywhere from $100 to $135. They have a horror set there that runs $135, and it has like 10 titles. You got Don't Answer the Phone, Dracula's Great Love, Night Train to Terror, Graduation Day, Christmas Evil, Madman, Demonide, Pigs, Luther the Geek, and there's one other one that I can't quite pick it out right now. But I do recommend, if you don't have any of those movies, that is a killer price for that set of films. I do recommend it. Hardcore is exactly what you think it is. It is hardcore, like X-rated films. Some of them are on the Blu-ray side, and they do have a lot of features on them. So if you're like me and you're actually interested in not so much having to watch the films, but actually interested in the commentaries and like that time of frame, what was going on at that time, then that's a good set there. And you may just like hardcore films. Oddballs has some really kind of cool stuff, like A Runaway Nightmare on there, Evil Come, Evil Go, Sex and Comics, just some really, really different stuff. Pacific Blue? Pacific Blue? No, something blue. I can't remember right now. Jungle Blue, I think. The Sexploitation one is exactly what you think it's going to be. It's going to have like more softcore stuff than hardcore. You're going to get a lot of the driving collection on there. And it's just going to be it'll be some fun watches. The last one is Action Exploitation. That's kind of a mixed one. You're going to get stuff like Disco Godfather in there. The Mothers is going to be in there. Raw Force. It is a great set. Dolomite's in there. That's an awesome one. If you don't have any of those films, again, the Essentials is the place to start. If you have not started collecting Vinegar Syndrome and you have like about $100 or so that you can just put into getting some films now, or it's a great gift for somebody that's just getting to start with Vinegar Syndrome, or if you want to like just surprise somebody with some quality films, feel free to gift me Vinegar Syndrome because I love this company. So there you go, guys. That's the Vinegar Syndrome sale. It's a really quick talk on it. I will be right back. We're going to look at some other stuff. And if you've been watching really closely in this video, you're probably going to know what we're going to be talking about next. And I got some really serious thoughts that I want to put out there on that. And my kids will be doing a much more active role in this one because they got off pretty easy in the last portion of this video. But coming up next, you're about to find out. Hey there, so we moved her over a bit because Wes is getting ready to settle down for the night. Got a headache. So what we're talking about tonight, we're going to be talking about E3. E3 is coming up here in June, and we're going to give our thoughts and predictions on it. And look how excited you look.
I'm tired. That's like a work.
So, come on. It was my last day today, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I actually got a present from like they gave me Catherine and Brad gave me like these Nintendo coasters. It's really nice. And a card. I got all weepy-ish. I felt like almost. Got sappy.
You were like weepy when I came over.
It was my last day. There's a lot of people there that I knew, and
Yeah.
so it's my job for the last 2.5 years. So thoughts on E3? You want to go from company to company?
Happen more than likely in June.
Want to go from company to company and just see
Yeah.
our predictions? Okay, so who do you want to start with?
I don't know.
So usually, who normally starts first? Was it Xbox or Sony or?
I don't remember.
So let's go with Xbox first. They're going to be pretty simple.
Okay.
So Xbox, what do you see them coming out with?
Just
what do you
a bunch
think
of stuff on the Scorpio. Maybe a new Gears of War. Maybe a new Halo. I don't know.
I think they're going to be focusing on the Scorpio big time. I think that they will have some really killer game that's going to be really intense. So they really want to show off that the Scorpio is the system that can go that extra mile that the PS4
They're going to talk about
Pro
all the Ks. Like 4K, 5K, maybe 8K. I don't know.
I think they're going to focus on
how powerful the Scorpio is.
They're going to really focus on the power of the Scorpio.
That's literally what the whole thing's going to be.
I think there's going to be a game that maybe we don't know yet,
Maybe
that's really going to push it.
something with the Cry engine, maybe. Cry engine always did stuff.
Can you think of any game that they could bring out now that will kind of like really push it? Obviously, I don't think it's going to be just Halo or something like that. I think we're going to be looking at maybe something that's really going to push it, and that's going to show like this can do stuff that the PlayStation 4 can't do right now.
I don't think it's gonna. See, that's the thing. I don't know if it's gonna do that. I feel like it's gonna be like, because
I think they've made the mistake before of like saying this is pretty, this is pretty, this is pretty.
That's like they're
I
gonna
don't
talk
see them
about
do
how
that.
powerful, and they're just gonna talk about how nice things run. That's it.
Yeah, but
They're gonna be like, we've got Fallout 4, and oh my goodness, is it gonna run like heck? Look at how pretty it is. Look at how it's gonna.
Do you think
run.
they're gonna talk like? You think they're gonna like? I know Far Cry, the new Far Cry is coming out, and this is gonna be it's completely co-op. And you heard that right?
No.
There's a new Far Cry coming out. I read that it's
America.
completely co-op, set in Montana actually.
Weird.
Yeah, so and it deals with their religious cult. So you're not sure if you're playing part of the religious cult or spite
What's
them.
it with religious cults
taking
this
down.
year?
I don't know. I guess it's
Like Resident Evil 7, Outlast 2. There's a couple of games where religious cults are like the thing.
well, it's close to reality,
Right.
and I think we're going to get more stuff like with the political climate, like the way that it is. We're going to get more of that type of stuff, and more of like the kind of the neo-Nazi type of stuff coming up, like
Sort of red state sort of stuff.
Yeah, that's because that stuff has become more
Red
prevalent.
state.
Look, there's a freaking senator that got voted in that actually body slammed a reporter.
That was funny.
That's
What a weird thing.
as a guy that actually
Body slams many reporters.
yes. I went to school for journalism first, and when I see all this, I get really, really bothered by it, actually.
Because Dad never learned how to body slam.
Yeah, it's such a shame. I had what's called, journalistic integrity.
Body slamatitis.
But no, when it comes to so basically, I think it's going to really focus heavy on that. I'm trying to think of a game that I think would really, really.
It's gonna be like
No, there's going to be something. Like they're definitely going to be talking about Scorpio and what it can do, and like it's going to be a huge
half
tech
of
demo.
it's gonna be like, look at the P's. Look at how many P's it has.
I don't think so.
1080p, 4 billion.
I think that they did that already. They showed that.
You think that they've done that already, but I think they're just gonna go hard on it now. Because that's how I feel Microsoft likes to do its things. What currently all it's been talking about is like, oh man, we're so powerful.
And it
Look at
is
how much we can run. They're gonna talk about all the polygons. Talk about how many polygons they have. They're gonna talk about.
To be fair, it is a powerful system, and it's going to be running faster, and it's more powerful. It's going to be more. I have a PS4. I didn't get the PS4 Pro, even though the PS4 Pro was out at that time. Why didn't I get it? Because it didn't impress me.
No use
And that's
for it. There's no use for the Scorpio either. All this stuff comes down to like, do you have a 4K TV?
No, I don't. But if I did, you know what? I would probably I'd buy an Xbox One to go along with it, because if I had a 4K TV, you know what it has?
What?
It has a 4K player.
Yeah,
PlayStation
okay.
4 doesn't have. It doesn't have a 4K player. That is a
That's true.
huge misstep.
If
by
I
PlayStation.
gave a shit about like 4K DVDs, maybe that'd be like a thing.
Yeah.
Mind you,
But you know what that's nice? It's nice that whether you do or not, that option's there.
honestly, the constant talk about how powerful it is doesn't make up for the fact that it needs games, and I don't think it's going to show off any games that aren't.
I disagree. I think that they've talked about the power, and they're going to still talk about it, but I think that they're going to go heavy on some of the games this time around. I think that...
I think they're just going to talk about how powerful it is, and they're going to be like, here's a teaser trailer.
Anyone
for it.
other
Here's
than Spencer, like doing it, maybe. But Phil Spencer has been listening. We've seen a lot of positive changes in the Xbox since he's come on board. A lot of stuff that gamers wanted to see happen has happened. You can't just you can't disregard that. Phil Spencer is a huge part of the success of Xbox, and not becoming the massive failure that it really could have become under the other guys. Because when these Xbox One started out like falling flat on its face in the gate, and the guy that was there at the time was a complete ass. They got everything wrong. They had all these like limitations put on it.
Yeah.
The Put Spencer in his place. Things have changed, have turned around a lot for them. Their Xbox One has become a lot better. The Xbox One S is actually a decent system with a good price point, and it actually does some of the stuff that you kind of want it to do, and it becomes actually that one multimedia system that they want, and which is ironic because that's what the PlayStation 3 tried to do in the last generation.
Yeah.
So no, I you got to give Xbox some credit. I do think they're going to come out with some games. I think they're going to be some killer games, and PlayStation 4 is going to have some of the bigger exclusives. I think we're getting that in a second. But I do expect something big from Microsoft.
I expect Gears of War and Halo.
Maybe Gears of War, but another Halo maybe. But I don't think that's going to be the focus. I think there's a game that we're not even thinking about. Something that's that they've got, and maybe it's even a new IP. I think that we'll see Crackdown probably there as well, and just see what they do with that. Maybe a nice good open world Crackdown would be a nice start.
You say that like the other Crackdowns weren't open world.
Did you play Part 2?
Part 2 was open world.
It was horrible. It was not good. I said a nice open world, not like
Part 3. There's a Part 3. Yeah, there is.
There's not yet. There's
Yeah, no, there is.
yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Pretty sure. Go look it up.
there's only Crackdown 1 and 2 so far.
Your phone's right there.
That it is.
I'm pretty sure there's a 3.
Uh,
Pretty sure there's a 3.
Crackdown. So I'm saying there's not a 3 at this point,
Pretty sure there's a 3.
and Matt is saying there is.
Pretty sure there's a 3.
17 minutes of explosive Crackdown 3 gameplay. Gamescom 2015.
Pretty sure there's a 3.
There may be a
What's
couple.
this?
There may be a Crackdown 2, and there may be a Crackdown 3. Yeah, there's a Crackdown 3.
3. Yep.
Wow, that's underwhelming that I did not know that.
Yeah, pretty underwhelming.
Yep. Well, I was wrong.
Pretty sure there's 3 right there.
You were right, I was wrong.
Yep, so maybe Crackdown 4. Who knows? I don't know. There's not really many other.
I think it's going to be something that may be played on different consoles.
Was Record any good? I heard it wasn't that good. It's a pity. I was kind of looking forward to that one.
No, I've heard great stuff about it.
And then the opposite, Horizon, was actually supposed
Horizon
to...
Zero Dawn was actually supposed to be amazing.
Yeah.
That one got like amazing reviews.
So,
I'm gonna like tape that cat like in one spot, and then I'll be dead in the morning because I'm
I'm gonna treat that...
You'd be dead in 20 minutes. I love that cat.
I'm gonna be a senator, and that cat's a journalist.
So, okay, so let's go on to Sony.
Okay, Sony I think is gonna do a lot of cool stuff. It's gonna reveal a lot of games. Unlike my feelings about Xbox, I feel that Sony's gonna talk about Spider-Man, the new thing. It's gonna briefly touch on probably Kingdom Hearts, and or the Final Fantasy VII remake, which by the way apparently are coming out in the next 3 years, which is upsetting, but I do think we're gonna see a bit on it. Probably DLC for me. Like, I feel at the same time they talk about that, they'll be like, oh, we're also gonna do some hands-on for DLC for Final Fantasy 15 or something along those lines.
We have talked the elephant in the room too.
What?
What did you say?
I said we have to talk about the elephant in the room. He says,
You know what? I don't even care anymore.
"You're gonna beat it, you."
Oh. What is your elephant?
The rumors of the PSP 3.
PSP 3?
Yeah.
I haven't really heard about them.
Oh yeah. Here.
So
Sony did the PSP.
Mm-hmm.
It sold extremely well. Actually, the PSP is one of the top 10 selling game consoles. You know that?
Oh wow, I did not know
And
that.
you know what that Sony didn't do? Support it. They did not support it well.
Mm.
Then the PS Vita came in.
Yeah.
Great technology.
So good.
Really
I
well
love
done
mine.
stuff. And you know what? Sony didn't do again.
Support it.
They didn't support it. So now there's rumors that this time around Sony's coming out with the PSP 3 to kind of like rival the Switch with that.
Hopefully they support it then.
I think they're going to use Gaikai type stuff, where we're going to see more of it. Like, oh, that's the PlayStation Now. They bought it the Gaikai and like the digital thing, and they paid way too much money for it, so now they're overcharging for the PlayStation Now.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's happy with PlayStation Now, and nobody I know, even like hardcore Sony fanboys, and I know some really hardcore Sony fanboys, are not happy with the pricing of PlayStation Now or the way it's done.
Some games I'm like, this is alright, I guess. If you want to rent it for only a short amount of time, then it's fine.
But here's the thing: I bought the PSP twice. I bought the PlayStation Vita. Even bought it for you. I bought it for you.
Yeah, I got a Vita. It's really great.
Sony, you screwed me twice. Like, you screwed me twice in the fact that you did not keep up your end of the bargain. We paid our money for our systems, and
It's a good system.
you didn't you didn't support it. You let like indie games support it and keep it going. If there wasn't for indie games, the Vita would have been would not be where it is right now. It's still a decent handheld. I'm not excited. I do not care for a PlayStation Portable 3. I really don't. I don't want to see it. Do you know why? Because you don't do well with taking care of handheld or portable gaming systems.
If it's cool,
You're doing
I'm fine with it, as long as it's not called PlayStation Portable 3, because that's an awful name.
PSP was good. PlayStation Vita was good, but they just didn't support them. Well, why should? And at this point, if they can't support 2 iterations, well done iterations,
Yeah.
why should we support a third? Well,
We're supporting the Switch, and we have 2 iterations of shitty fucking Nintendo consoles.
Not really. I mean, like, if you may not like the Wii, but the Wii is one of the highest selling consoles of all
I
time.
don't understand that. Like, I really don't like the Wii. Like, there's
really-
some okay games on it, but, like, it's baffling to me that they thought that, like, motion controls are fine sometimes. It's baffling to me that they were like, yes, everyone's going to want to play exclusively with motion control all the time. They hate, like, sitting down and thinking intricately of things. They prefer to wag their arms a lot.
You do know that each one of those systems, whether it's the Wii or the Wii U, had controllers that did not use motion control
Yeah, but
with
like,
them, and they were actually really good
It
controllers.
was more of like a later along the line.
No, but here's the thing: like, every time that they did it, they really did it well. I mean, when the Wii U put out their Pro controller, which did come out around the same time as the Wii did,
the
that
Wii U
is
Pro
still
I will say the
considered
Wii U Pro
one
controller
of
is
the
great.
great controllers of its generation.
No, well, with the Wii U,
70
the Pro controller is fine.
It's insane, man. Like, and the Pro controller for the Switch is supposed to be pretty amazing as well.
Yeah, no, those are fine. My issue is not with those 2 things. This is talking about the Wii here.
Well, even the Wii had its own like one too. It was kind of like a Super NES type one. It was a really nice.
That was good, but you can only use it for specific things.
Yeah, it's
Also, the Wii's motion controls, people forget, was straight up garbage until the Wii U Plus.
the motion. Yeah, the motion plus one.
Yes, because it's literally just this.
But you know what the thing is though, that Xbox and Sony both had better motion controls, and you know what? They didn't know how to utilize it. They didn't know what to do with them.
Here's the thing: it does
matter because you know what? It was just like, and here it's happening again. No, but they did. Obviously, if you got one of the best-selling consoles of all time, and that, you know what, people wanted it, and obviously they wanted it enough that Sony and Xbox decided, oh, we're going to go on and we're going to like make our own version of that. Now, did it work out for them? No, not at all. Like Kinect, I guess, is one of the biggest failures, and Kinect does have some great technology there. It just wasn't done well, and then Kinect. Xbox pretty much ruined Rare by saying, like, you're going to make some really bad exclusive and Kinect games, and that's what you're going to do. Rare was a great company. So no, I mean, Nintendo does. Let's face it.
Sega does.
Apple and Nintendo does well when it comes to portable. They do portable.
Oh yeah, portable. Yeah.
Like Switch isn't trying to beat the PS4. It's not trying to be the Xbox One. It's a totally different concept.
Doesn't need to be.
It doesn't have to be, and that's not what Nintendo's down for. They were smart to say, you know what, we're not going to be the company that's going against them. We're doing our own thing. We're giving something in a different way, and they did it well. They did it right. So do I want to see a PlayStation, like whatever they're going to call a PlayStation Portable this time around? No, I don't care. I don't want to see it. If you're going to use the overpriced PlayStation Now, and it's going to be all digital. I really don't want to see it. Remember the PS Go?
Oh God.
Yeah, you forgot that one, didn't you?
Yeah.
That was
Wouldn't,
totally
it be,
digital.
wouldn't that make this the PSP4 then? Technically.
Or PS Go too. PS Go to hell.
I was gonna make that joke, but I was like, do I want to? Nah.
No, there's a lot. There's gonna be some great like Sony exclusives. There's gonna be some amazing games. As you know, I've got a PlayStation 4, which I love. The
Spider-Man. Just give me Spider-Man. Can you tell me is the
I'm
release date
disappointed
for
that
Spider-Man
Red Dead-
tomorrow? I want it to be tomorrow. I just give me Spider-Man. I just want Spider-Man.
I'm
Give me Spider-Man, please.
a little disappointed that Red Dead is like
Oh, that delay?
pushed back.
That is such a piss off. You know, Red Dead's one of my favorite games.
But you know, Rockstar is going to be delayed. Like,
Yeah.
yes, it's Rockstar. It's going to get delayed again too. You know that it'll be delayed again.
I don't want it to be. It's already in 2018 now.
Yeah, I know, but it won't be delayed again. This is Rockstar. They will delay it again.
I don't have time for this delay.
I'm sure it'll be a great game when it comes out, but I'd rather have it now. But still, actually, no, there's a lot of great stuff right now. Like, and let's go on Nintendo. Nintendo aren't going to have a regular schedule. Like
They never do.
They'll have their direct, and they'll introduce. They'll have some
to you.
exactly, and they'll have some gameplay on the floor for people.
I'm sure they'll have some ARMS stuff.
Yeah, definitely going to be pushing
I'm
big
excited
on
about
ARMS.
ARMS. I'm real excited about ARMS.
Whoa!
By the way, good job, you guys. This video interrupted me playing ARMS.
We didn't know. See, if you were that excited, you would
I
have
didn't
checked
know that it was a
online.
timed thing.
I told you that.
No, you said like it's not up yet. No.
Doesn't listen to me.
You checked when we got in. You were like, "Oh, it's not up yet." And I was like, "Oh, okay,
Yeah.
I'll wait." Didn't know it was like an hour, like a thing that only lasts an hour.
Yeah, it's
Now
the same
I've
as
either
Splatoon
got to
2.
be up at like 9 o'clock in the morning.
5 a.m. is the first one, isn't it? Which is 9 in the morning.
It's 4:30. Yeah, it'll be 9:30.
Yeah.
Because
Well, I'll be
it's
just
4.5
going out the door
hours.
then, so you should wake up when I can wake you.
I don't know if I should be at 9:30, dude. Where you?
Yep.
Where are you going at 9:30?
I gotta get you up.
Okay. I'll probably wake up anyways because you guys will come in here and get ready and stuff.
Yeah. But
Hopefully not.
So-
but probably.
what do you think Nintendo's going to pull out of the direct?
I think it's going to show hopefully a lot of gameplay of Super Mario Odyssey.
I expect Super Mario Odyssey gameplay to be on the floor.
I feel it's going to talk about DLC for Legend of Zelda.
There's been DLC already, hasn't there?
Not really.
Well, there's been a little bit, or at least they've talked about the Majora's Mask type of stuff and all that, right?
Really? Yeah, I haven't heard anything about that. I hope so. I'd be down with some Majora's Mask DLC.
I'm sure.
You'd be down to clown with that. Like you could
I think that we're going to get.
Fire Emblem Dynasty or Fire.
Oh, well, yeah,
Warriors?
the Emblem Warriors one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Probably
they'll
some
talk
of
about
that. Pikmin.
I would
No,
like
wait,
to see
isn't it
Pikmin.
Pikmin coming out,
I'm
isn't it?
actually hoping more than any game that I'm hoping that they come out. I'm hoping we're going to get to see Virtual Console. That they're going to be rolling with Virtual Console.
N64, please.
Oh yes.
Also, GameCube. I know a guy who really wants there to be GameCube. He's been whining for the last ever about how like Wii U didn't have any GameCube games.
Expansion pass for Zelda Breath of the Wild Pack 1. Let's just see what it has.
Let's see.
So whether you've completed those or not, the first DLC pack, the expansion will be available this summer. It'll have Trial of the Sword, when you get to certain locations, or you can face the Trial of the Sword challenge, face non-side of enemies one wave after another, kind of like a horde type mode. Heroes Path mode, new map features the path link to the walk through Hyrule for the last 200 hours of gameplay. Use the time tracker bar to see where you spent the most time. It's kind of cute.
Sorry.
Hard mode, there's a hard mode coming into it. Travel medallion. Look at this.
Oh,
You're gonna
okay.
have,
So
like,
there's
Majora's-
there's new gear.
Yeah, Majora's
There's
Mask.
Tingles. Majora's Mask. Oh,
And
that's
then
so
with
cool.
Tingle's outfit.
And his helmet.
But there's a Korak mask. It's like, I think it's like 900 Korak seeds you gotta collect.
Oh, that's really.
So there's some.
Wait, why
there's
does the
some cool
Korak
DLC.
mask got its own separate thing, but the other things do not?
Well, they do, like Majora's Mask.
No, I know, but like they don't mention like, hey, we're getting these outfits. Like this one has its own separate like.
Well, I
thing
think
on the
Korak
front.
is new.
Is the other ones in the game already?
No, it's the well, maybe it's the summer. They said the summer, so probably later soon. If it's not out,
If it is, we're getting Majora's Mask. Holy shit.
So-
I'm assuming we're going to see some gameplay of that, probably.
Yeah,
Considering it's such a big game.
but I think that the biggest thing that they could do is, and I think one of the greatest things coming forward, we're going to see some virtual console. I think that would be huge.
I'd be
The
down to
Switch.
clown with some Metroid, please.
Oh yeah, Metro would be awesome.
Metroid on the Switch. Actually, I'd be down for like an open world Metroid, kind of like we got an open world.
Oh yeah, virtual console Switch. So that's going to be a big game changer.
Mhm.
I got to bring something up to my better half. Should we stop it here, or do you want to go on and keep talking?
No, I think we should probably stop it here. Like, I mean, we've talked on all the points. I either want to sleep or play a game. One of those two things.
I think you should try Zelda. You haven't played it
Maybe.
yet. Bethesda, anything big thing coming from them?
I don't know. Not really good at like specific companies.
Ubisoft.
Like Ubisoft, maybe an Assassin's Creed.
I want to see. I'm kind of thinking that there's going to be like either remaster of an earlier Final Fantasy, maybe Final Fantasy VII or something like that, come out for the Switch. There's been a lot of love from Square Enix. What I would really like to see.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're going to show the Mario plus Rabbids game. They kind of like the Final Fantasy Tactics style game. But what I really want is a Super Mario RPG 2.
That'd be cool.
That's if you are not if you're not as like old as me and you don't know the Super Mario RPG and what it meant to North America, it got the JRPGs over here. They weren't getting over. Final Fantasy was not getting over. Like all the RPG, they were like very niche, and they had a smaller market. Where when Super Mario RPG came out, it literally bridged that gap, and it got that genre over here.
Yeah.
Like it really, really did. It's I can't overestimate enough So we're running out of space. We're running out of time. So let's just end it right here.
Yeah.
All right.
E3.
Check out E3. Get yourself a Switch. Really, really, I recommend that. Definitely make sure you order from the Vinegar website. They have some great stuff. Order me some stuff. I'd appreciate that.
Sunday is Injustice 2 DLC.
And
first gameplay.
Thank you guys so much. This is probably going to be our last one from here.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you guys for following us for the ride. You'll see us again in another location of locale. Inshallah, everybody have a fantastic day. Enjoy your weekend. Have a great long weekend. For me right now, it's time for tea. And for you, it's time for?
I don't know what's out there. A chocolate milk is fire. So not that.
Your milkshake does not bring all the boys to the island.
Damn right.